everyone, and good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I hope you are doing well. I am Carol J. Dunlop, your online wow strategist and I got to get it in this little piece, 7-time best-selling author. And I made 7 with this book. She thinks like a CEO. So I am happy. I am excited. And hey, Dr. Julie. Yes, grateful for you coming in. I love it. Dr. Julie is one of our sponsors of the book, so awesome sauce. So everyone, this has been a long time coming. Let me just lay out a little bit what's going to go on. We have 7 authors all together. We have all of them are going to be joining me today. I am so happy. I see some people coming into the lobby, getting ready to come on. I am so excited. Some of them I have not seen for a while, and some of them I talk to just about all the time. So let me tell you what's going on with this whole project. So this project started as a whole nother book with not me as a publisher and some more authors that are not in this project. And it's been going on since 2018. Can you believe that? 2018. That is super crazy, right? That we could hang on this long for 5 years and finally get this project out. So when the authors come on, I'm going to ask them about how they persevere, what they thought of it, because we've had some ups and downs. Everyone was so happy for this thing. And I was a little bit, I don't know, kind of salty about the whole thing after it didn't go well. I'm sure the other co-authors feel the same way. We had high hopes and dreams. We were going to do a whole bunch of stuff with this. We were going to help some other women own business organizations. We weren't going to take any money from this. We were going to donate it to them. We just had big, lofty goals. Lofty stuff was going on. And then I brought in some of my best clients, colleagues, friends, all on my word that this thing would be super awesome, super fantastic, and all of that. I didn't really have to talk them into it. I just told them what I was doing. There's going to be a book. It's going to be great. The publisher promised us a lot of stuff. And then guess what? Nothing happened. Well, nothing like the book being published happened, but some other things did happen. It was just, I'm not going to go into the whole thing, but it was just ups and downs, craziness, twists and turns. We thought that we were going to have the book out in 2019. That didn't work. Then the pandemic hit. And of course, nobody wasn't doing too much. We hadn't seen a book yet. And I was like, man, I'm tired of waiting on this thing. So I did, my first book was Unmarket Your Business, 10 Ways for Savvy Entrepreneurs to Stop Struggle. I can't even remember the name of the book. I'm so excited here. Stand out, stop struggling, and start profiting. It was awesome. And it went to number one international bestseller. So that's why the publisher approached me with this book and said, hey, do you want to be the lead lawyer, watching too much Trump stuff, y'all, the lead author on this? And I was like, yes, of course. She's like, do you think you can get, some people? I was like, yes, of course. Brought some people in and it fell flat. It didn't work. I mean, people paid their money. They got nothing, zero, nothing. And I felt bad because it was my word. It was my bond. It was like, hey, come on in. This project is going to be awesome. We spent all this time planning it and doing all kind of stuff, and nothing happened. We kept trying to get the publisher to come back on board, and they just had a whole bunch of stuff going on. So nothing was happening. So we got to a point this year, I think, we got to a point at the end of last year, said, what are we going to do about this? Are we going to sue them? And do we want damages? Or, because we never got the stuff that we were promised. We got a lot of promotional stuff, but we didn't get anything that we were really, really promised. Not even the book to hold in our hands. That was crazy. So I said, I think Lori Mann's one of the authors, and I was talking with Renee. I was talking with all of them, really. And I said, you know what? I'm a 6-time best-selling author. I'll do that project. I'll take it on. Let's rename it, because we already had, just so y'all know, full transparency, we already had the permission of the previous publisher that, we had the rights to our chapters. We could do whatever we want. I'm like, If we can do that, hey, it's time to go. Let's do it. So we did. And now look, we brought this book out, we published, and guess what? The book has already hit bestseller. It hit bestseller. We didn't do one lick of promotion at all. That's just how good we are, right? That's also how much I know about publishing, about Amazon and all that. So it went to bestseller straight off the bat, took a couple of days, and now we're here. We will be producing a paperback, and that's going to be out probably in about 2 weeks or so. So sponsors, just hold on a little bit. We got something special for you guys as well. So in my time, Alicia's going to be on here in about like 10 minutes or so, 9 minutes or so. So let me tell you a little bit about me if you don't know who I am. As I said, I'm Carol J. Dunlop, the online WOW strategist. My husband and I own a business, Creative Services International, and it hits 30 years next year. So we're in our 29th year. Woohoo! Awesome. I love it. So we've been to, and my husband and I have been together for 29 years. So we've been together, we've been married, lovers, friends, all of that, in business together. It's totally amazing. I love it. And now I get to put this, we get to put this book out into the world to help women CEOs utilize technology. And when the ladies come on, thank you so much, Julie. I appreciate you. And when the authors come on, they're going to tell you their story about how they felt and what was going on and how we kind of rallied together and put this thing out. And I have one special, super special author who I haven't talked to for a long time, Alicia. She's going to be Alicia Curry. She's going to be up in just a few minutes, because we kind of did this. And Alicia was like, I don't have time for this right now. I don't know if I could do this or the energy. And I totally understand, because after 5 years of going back and forth with this, who would have the energy to see this through? But I couldn't let my girl not be in this, right? Hey, Selena. Great morning to you. I hope you're going to be able to come on live with us. You're scheduled for 11:45. If not, I totally understand. I know you got things going on. So, our heart and prayers are with you if you cannot. So anyway, I told Alicia, I was like, look, we're not doing this project without you, girl. We're going to take your chapter and we're putting it in there. And I and we updated and upgraded. We did everything. We were not letting what is that saying by the Marines? No soldier left behind, no person left behind or anything. This is it. This is the deal here. Oh my goodness. Okay. I just read your comment. I just read your comment. Alicia, sorry. So yes, you can still do that. You can still do that. It's fine. It's great. You can still do that. No problem at all. We are moving forward. It's awesome. It's great. And so I was telling you a little bit about myself. So this journey with this book is actually the impetus that started me on the journey of my own book selling career, I guess, because this book wasn't out. I got some of my friends together and I said, you know what? I can do this book. I can do it. So I did. I put out the 90-day gratitude journal for your business. That was in 2020. And then from then I just kept on going, and that hit bestseller. And now I'm 7-time best-selling author. And guess what? I have helped to create it's hitting at 50 now. I know, 50 best-selling authors. Isn't that amazing? So great things come out of things that happen when you feel like, nothing's happening good, things are going crazy. You just never know what God has in store for you. You really, really don't. So I want to tell you just to use this from us, because as women, we go through a lot, right? Especially women CEOs. Nobody's out there helping us. Nobody's giving us a handout, and we're not asking for a handout. We're just asking for help sometimes. And a lot of times it is not there, right? It's not there for what we need. And we need to rally around each other and help each other. So I want this launch of this book to be something that helps you to move forward as a woman, as a CEO, as a business owner, as a person who either knows about technology or doesn't know about technology. Because when we finish here today, you will know some stuff about technology. You'll get to see how all of these things have worked out and how we're doing well ourselves. And you will too. So let me see. Hold on a second. There we go. I'm good. I'm just checking our little private chat, make sure we're all good. I think we are. We're about ready. Let's see. All right. So each person, each author who comes on is going to have a freebie that they're going to give to you. And if you, I know y'all know, right? Y'all authors who are in the lobby waiting. So if you can't think of something, I got something extra for you. And we were supposed, you know what? One thing I did not check, and that's how to do that giveaway. I saw it up on the thing and I totally forgot how to do it. But we're going to do some giveaways and I will tell you how we're going to do it. So I may need to, let me see, settings. Let me see something real quick. I was supposed to look, the giveaway thing is something new that StreamYard is doing. And Lord have mercy, I cannot remember how to get to the giveaway. Let me see. You know what we're going to do? we're just going to give away some stuff. That's what we're going to do. That was my one thing I didn't get to do today. But you know, I'm so excited. I've been up since early this morning. Then my husband had a great walk. We had a great walk run, worked out. We did our green shakes today. So I am ready to do this doggone thing. So I can't remember how to get to I swear, I can't remember how to get to the gift thing. It's supposed to be a window that I'm going to open and it's going to spin. So much good stuff. Well, maybe I can look it up while y'all aren't here. But I think we're just gonna give away some stuff. There you go. We got it. All right. We actually have 3 minutes left before Alicia's supposed to come out. But Alicia, are you ready? If you're ready, we can come on now. All right, Alicia's ready. Let me bring Alicia on. Alicia Corey.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, we did it.
Listen, you were right. I was busy and I missed the email that you sent me.
Don't worry. You
know, we'll get it sorted out. Listen.
Yeah, you look beautiful as always.
Moving. Thank you. So do you. Yeah. I love the hair. I love.
Thank you. Yeah, we changed a lot because I haven't seen you in a while. And before we get going, I just want to thank you for just your patience. You know, for putting it together, being there, being open to all this stuff, because all this stuff was craziness. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I actually have the original book. I got one copy of the original.
I wish I could have. I didn't get any copy. At all. I think you and Nadine got a copy. I did not get a copy. How could I not get a copy?
I don't know. But I'm so thankful that you didn't drop this, Carol. You were a trooper. You were amazing in keeping spirits high, keeping everybody engaged, letting us know, all through this process. And it was I don't know if people understand the publishing process and some of the things that go into it, but having invested in it and then taking the time to write and do all this stuff, you did not let it go. And I really applaud you for that, for the tenacity to hold us together and keep it going.
I'm telling you, it was something else because, I was in
drama. It was health drama, personal drama. It was all kinds of drama.
It was always drama. And we never could get to the point where we were like, let's move forward. It was always like an inch forward, 3 feet back.
Right.
Another inch forward and 2 feet back. It was like crazy.
I'm thankful that you did. And then you invited me back into it. You were like kept encouraging me to, and
I didn't even care. I knew no woman left behind. I'm not leaving you behind. You coming on. I was like, you don't even have to touch your chapter. Just come on in. We're gonna do it. So it's fine. It is totally fine.
But I do need to touch the chapter.
You do need to. Well, you're gonna definitely touch it.
I need to touch the chapter. Yeah, because in 5 years, a lot of things have happened in 5 years.
Oh yeah.
And technology has really really expanded in 5 years. I mean, AI has taken over a lot of things, and even I have, and because we're talking about technology, and she thinks like a CEO, and we have to embrace technology. So I was invited to create my own AI image that could do videos for me.
You did it? You
I
did it?
did. I haven't done it yet. I'm debating whether to have an AI version of myself to do some of these things because I'm kind of animated. I'm kind
Yeah.
of,
Yeah.
and the AI is just really very tame. So I have
Hmm.
to find out if my AI can be as animated as I am.
I don't know. I don't. Nothing beats the original Alicia Corey. I'm telling you. So maybe you just have to slap that AI out of the way.
I know.
Get them in for a second. Let them say something funny, and then
And then get out,
yeah,
and
yeah,
then we jump in. So,
yeah.
I'm debating whether or not to have my likeness as an AI.
Well, hey, see how I see a lot of people doing it. I have not. I recently just saw something about like a little cartoon person, and you know how I am
No,
with
this looks
technology.
exactly like you and sounds like you. It's exactly.
Right. And he was doing that. He was doing that as well, but he was doing like a little cartoon thing. I was like, oh, that's cute. That's cute. And I don't know. We'll just see how this
We'll
whole
see.
AI
We'll
thing.
see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can experiment with it. How could we not? You
How
know?
can we not? Exactly. So I was considering it, but um I'm on the fence. I'm still on the fence.
Well, you can always try it out in a as an AI versus a real person. You can always cut them off.
Yes, I can just delete AI.
Yeah, delete, not even have them, all that good
Right.
stuff. Well, let's talk about since we're on this subject, I want to tell people how I know you. So Alicia and I kind of remember how we met. I think it was from LinkedIn, and I
Mhm.
reached out to you because I was doing something. I'm always doing something, summit podcast or something, and I think I invited you, or I said, "Hey, how you're doing?" And then you invited me to your show that you had
Mhm.
the audacious. What was it called?
Audacious Confidence.
Yeah,
Yep.
audacious
That was
confidence, which
doing
was
my Audacious Confidence show. Mhm.
right, amazing. It was amazing. And then you came on my show, and then we just started kind of back and forth chatting with each other. And then once you did the program that you were talking about in the book, which I just learned is kind of like separate from you right now, but that's okay. We're not going to get into that whole thing. But you were launching that, and you said, "Hey, Carol, can you come help us a little bit? Just be a tester." And that was when you
Right? Just help us test launch this
right.
thing.
That's when you guys were doing Be Live, and I was like, "Oh, I love Be Live." So it came on. We
Yeah.
had this whole conversation about how things are going, and y'all, from then she just went like, pew. That's all I knew.
Mhm.
That
Took
is
it
all I
and
knew.
ran
She
with
was
it. Yeah.
everywhere. You know, she had all these shows and stuff, and so I was really glad that we actually got to talk about it. So now, why don't you tell people the real bio? Because I'm telling you how I know you, the real bio. Let's
Yeah.
hear about you.
So, this whole idea of being visible, of visibility is so important in your um in your growth in your business.
Mm-hmm.
I know there are some people. So my experience was I was a beauty professional. I had a beauty business,
Mm-hmm.
but I was so afraid of visibility. I was afraid of being seen. I didn't want to step out. Like getting me on camera was like, no, wasn't happening.
Really?
No, no. So many years of my life I spent behind the scenes. I'm like, I cannot get in front of the camera. I refuse to do pictures or video or anything.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so part of my journey of breaking free of that was becoming more visible. And when we met was when I had started I was I was now coming into that, breaking free of that and coming into my own kind of uh power, where
Uh-huh.
being seen and being heard wasn't as scary for me as it was before. I was starting my journey as a speaker. I had done some television media,
Mm-hmm.
and that kind of helped push me out. I had to push myself out into the forefront, and that's what audacious confidence came from. Is me continuing to push myself in places that I would normally be like, no, no, thank you. So I started a radio show, and I think we met when I was doing the radio
Yeah.
show. And
Mm-hmm.
then I was transitioning out of that platform, out of that medium, and trying to explore, because live was still kind of new. Doing live video was still
Right.
new with Facebook and doing these lives. And so I just people kept asking me, can you interview me live? Because I had stopped doing the radio show. Can you interview me on Facebook Live? And I'm like, sure, why not?
Right.
And that's kind of the genesis and why I wrote that chapter about doing lives and getting visible and using the technology that we have of lives. And this was 5 years ago, using live technology. LinkedIn Live wasn't a thing yet. StreamYard was just kind of getting started. Be Live was just getting started. And so we were testing out these different platforms to see how we can use it to go on multiple streaming platforms, multiple places at the same time, using Facebook and YouTube at the time. And then LinkedIn Live came on board. And so you're using StreamYard, I use StreamYard, you know, and a lot of people didn't even know Zoom existed until the pandemic.
I know, right? Crazy.
So we had been using these technologies 5, 6, 7 years ago. And people caught on during the pandemic, but that's what my chapter was really about, using these streaming platforms to gain visibility for yourself. And now, of course, I have multiple web shows, I have podcasts, I do a lot of I use that a lot and gain business through it. So it's not just a platform where I'm using it to share my thoughts and ideas and interview people, but also able to get advertising dollars and sponsorship dollars through using these types of platforms.
Cool. Awesome. All right. So now, what are your feelings about this project that we're doing, the She Thinks Like a CEO book?
I love the title, by the way, because the other title was different. She Thinks Like a CEO is really great because it's really now women focused, and it helps us understand that when you're running a business, don't run it as a hobby. You have to really shift your mindset to think, what does a CEO do for their business? And it's about working on your business, not so much in it all the time. So how do you work on your business? How do you use technology to take a lot of that, the task, the little mini tasks out of your daily operation and keep at the high level so you can continue to see your business and continue to see how to grow and scale your business. And technology now, as opposed to 5 years ago when we started this project, is so helpful. There's so many things, so many tools I use now to free up my time and my day using technology and AI tools.
And AI tools, of course. Yeah, we got to throw that AI in there.
Let's talk about AI. Maybe, you know, when I revamp my chapter for when the hard copy comes out, we'll throw a little AI stuff in there.
Yeah, definitely. Because everybody's thinking about it. The people who aren't thinking about it are scared of it. If you're not scared of it or not thinking about it, it's some crazy stuff happening. But I live by this. I know that AI, I'm pretty sure AI is not going to replace humans.
No, it can't.
No, but humans who use AI are going to outpace and replace the humans that don't. So even if you're like scared of it a little bit, not thinking about it, we're going to give it 100 years to become sentient and think that we're crazy. So 100 years from now, I probably won't be living. So
Jesus might come back by then.
Of it, right?
Jesus might come back and save us all by then.
Who knows? Nobody knows past this moment right here what's going to happen after that. So I'm going to take full advantage of the stuff that's out there. Okay, so my next question is, what advice do you have for women CEOs and technology, just in general? What advice do you have for all of us?
Got to embrace it. Don't be afraid of it. Don't be scared of it. Just like you said, you know, there are those who are out there that are afraid to use ChatGPT. They're afraid to use all these other AI tools. Don't live in fear of it. Learn how to correctly adapt it into your business. It's not for everybody. Okay, certain things aren't for everybody. It's not. I'm not trying to go out there and take everything that's out there. Just like I was saying earlier, I don't know that using an AI likeness and image of myself is actually going to be beneficial to my business yet, because I'm so animated, and because when I get on camera, people expect to see a certain way, and for me to stand up and talk like this and, hi, how are you doing?
They got to put some interaction in there or something. Around.
The technology to advance a little bit more before I actually invest in that. But don't be afraid of it, and understand how, work on how can I use this most effectively in my business, instead of saying, well, I don't know how to use this, so I'm just not going to do it.
Right.
No, take some thinking time and figure out, well, how can this work for me? So like, even with the, I'm poo-pooing the AI, but it's a phenomenal tool. But what I'm saying is, there might be ways that I can use it that would be effective. I'm going to kind of talk to some of the people that are using it, and doing something like this, definitely not, but maybe something, maybe sending an email with a video message might be a little bit more personal, while they introduce themselves as Alicia AI and not me. Say, I'm Alicia AI. She's looking forward to you being on her show today. Like that might seem a little bit more personal for them than me just sending them a typewritten email. So, there are ways that I can incorporate it. I'm still thinking through that process. So do that for yourself as a CEO. Think through the process of, how do I incorporate this technology, and not just shy away from it or say, nope. I don't understand it. So no.
That's true. That's true. I agree with you on that. We've all, as CEOs, as leaders, as women, as directors of everything that's going on in our life, we have to look at the things that can save us time. When ChatGPT first came out, I really wasn't paying it that much attention. I was interested. And then I would say somewhere toward the beginning of this year, I can't remember exactly, maybe January, February, March. It had to be like January. I really dove into it, and I was like, I'm going to give this thing a chance. I'm going to see what's going on. How about I cut like 2.5 hours off of my time to do one blog? 2.5 hours of time that I got back, and it's helped me. ChatGPT is really my new assistant that I hired, that's for free, that I don't have to pay any money. And it does.
I paid the $20 a month.
Right.
I paid the $20 a month to get.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, ChatGPT helps me so much with copy and my assistant, who's not, English is not their first language.
Right.
So one of my assistants that does a lot of my social media stuff, English is not one of her first languages. She speaks multiple languages. And you can speak a language, but writing it is very different.
Right. Yeah.
And so she can help write stuff, and then I just have to, put my little flavor on it, instead of me having to sit like 2 hours writing out all this stuff.
Yeah.
And so it's been a huge time saver. It's been an assistant to me, and helping us communicate what we need to communicate so much faster, so much easier, so much more efficiently, getting my business ramped up, especially when we have to do social media stuff.
Right. Saving us money, saving us time, saving us headache. And I've been learning stuff as I tell it to do stuff or write things. I'm like, oh, I didn't even know that. I can be so much better. I can be so much better and sound so much more authentic and authoritative. And I didn't even know that.
More authentic than you yourself.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. So before you go, I know you got something free, a free gift for our people. What did you bring us? And tell us about it. And then I want to let everyone know here. Let me see. What's the thing? I did find about the giveaway thing, and the hash is hashtag She Thinks. If you're on live right now, if you want to enter this giveaway, type in the comments hashtag She Thinks, and we may or may not have. I know some people are going in and coming out, but we will keep track of folks. So what freebie or gift or whatever it is do you have for folks?
So thank you so much. And one of the things I talked about at the beginning of all this was how afraid of being seen and being heard and being visible, how afraid I was of that. And I took a leap of faith by actually signing myself up to get on television. Scared out of my mind. But I did that. And so I have my patented 7 steps to audacious confidence, my system, 7 steps to audacious confidence that I will give away to anyone who has that fear of stepping out and stepping into something bigger and wants to up level their confidence or anything like that. So that's my free gift to you. You can go to audaciousconfidence.com. That's
Okay.
how you get it.
Awesome.
audaciousconfidence.com. That's how you get it. And they can just download the free ebook, and there's a video course that you can just walk through the 7 steps with me. I share them, and I share how I walk through the 7 steps myself when I decided at 50 years old to do a pageant. I'd never done a pageant before in my life, and I walked away with the crown because I was willing to step out and use my own system. Use
your own system, right?
Like we say, we eat our own dog food over here. We had to use my own system to get me out of the place that I was in of fear of stepping into that and doing it, because it was something new and different for me. So it's valuable tools that you can use at any time.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Alicia. Thank you for hanging in there. Thank you for being an author. Thank you for being open. I just can't say thank you enough. It's so great to see you. I can't wait to catch up with you off camera and see what the went on with that other thing. Part of. I can't wait for that. But
yeah, we'll talk. We'll talk.
Yes, definitely. But thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Talk later. All right. That was so much fun catching up with Alicia. Now I have my biz bestie coming up, Nadine Mullins. Nadine, you ready? I see you. I know you're ready. There you go. There's Nadine. Oh, this thing is moving fast, honey. Oh my goodness. Like, boop, and it's up. It never used to move that fast for me. How are you today, Nadine?
I'm doing awesome. I was just listening with the conversation with Alicia and AI and technology. So I'm loving the discussion today as we launch the She Thinks Like a CEO book and how women leaders can embrace technology, right? That's what it's all about. So I'm loving the conversation so far.
Definitely, definitely. So I have to tell everyone, Nadine and I met 2013, 2014. It had to be like 2013 or 14, because that's when I joined ProWin. That was a women's business organization here in Atlanta. And I remember talking to Nadine, and she said, yes, I'm in marketing. And I was like, really? I'm in marketing too. We need to talk. Yes. But we didn't do anything for a minute. But when we started working together, girl, we just started doing all kind of stuff. The website magic, the podcast training that we did, plus numerous collaborations that we've had. So Nadine is my biz bestie for real. And we talk all the time.
Yes.
We help each other because there's been plenty of crying, right? We help each other.
It's a part of the journey. You wouldn't be an entrepreneur if you weren't crying behind the scenes.
That is for real, because you got to put that face on, the makeup or whatever, and then you get out in front of people and you're like, oh, life is great and awesome. Then you get off. So that is how it goes. Don't let anybody tell you anything different, because it's no other way but that, for real. All right, Nadine, now I'm going to give you the chance. Go ahead and tell people about you, your business, and all of that. And then we're going to get into the other stuff we're going to talk about.
Awesome. Well, thank you again. And thanks, Carol, for this opportunity. Carol has opened the doors to so many opportunities for me. And she's opened my mind too. Sometimes I can be like, oh, no, I don't want to do that. And Carol's like, no, you should really do that.
Yes.
Like, okay, maybe I will do that. And then it becomes great. So yes. So thank you for the opportunity. And also to be a part of this book project. So I am Nadine Mullins. I'm the CEO of Nadine Mullins Marketing Agency. And what we do here at the agency is we really help women of faith in business who may be struggling to market their business. Like, marketing is so huge, right? It can be so overwhelming. It's like all the things. And so many people get overwhelmed by, where do I start? What do I do? How often do I do it? There's so many things with marketing. And so we really take the overwhelm out of marketing by helping you to be organized. So I really feel like once you're organized, you're not overwhelmed. And we do that by teaching you how to be specific, number one. I believe that we're all called to a certain group of people. We have big hearts, especially as women entrepreneurs. We want to help everyone. There's a lot of people like, this product or service can help everyone. But I believe that God has called you to a specific group of people, and that specific group of people looks different depending on who you are. So the first thing that we really go in on is, who has God called you to serve in this season? So we help you with that in the marketing agency. And then once we understand who God's called you to serve in this season, let's be strategic. Let's be strategic about it. Let's not be random and just like, start doing one thing and then 5 days later, oh, it didn't work and I'm not doing it anymore. You have to be consistent when it comes to your marketing. So the second thing we really teach is about being strategic, really writing it down, having a plan, write the vision, make it plain, so you and your team can run with it, right? So you can make the difference in the world that you were born to make. So the second thing the agency really does is it teaches you to be strategic. What does it look like for you to be strategic? What are the specific marketing things that you need to be doing to grow and market your business, and making sure that you're doing it consistently? That's what a strategy is all about. And then the third thing, because I work mainly with women of faith in business, is I call it our sweet sauce, which is the spirit-led part, right? We actually already have a success strategy inside of us. We don't necessarily have to follow a coach or a guru or an expert, because God has already designed us for success. So a lot of times we're not even going inward to hear what he's saying to allow us to be successful by following his instructions. So that really is about being spirit-led when it comes to marketing your business. So in Nadine Mullings Marketing Agency, we really help in those three areas. We teach you to be specific, strategic, and spirit-led when it comes to marketing your business, your book, your product, your brand, so that you can reach the people that you're called to serve in the world. So that's what we do.
Awesome. I love that. I love your brand. I love you. You're awesome. So
it's mutual. It's all love here.
Yeah,
we do similar things, but boy, do we believe in the spirit of collaboration and not competition.
Amen.
There's no competition here. It's all about collaboration. So yeah.
That is so true. So tell me and tell us, the audience, what are your thoughts about the whole project that we had before? How you persevered through it? Give us some insight on that.
Yeah. So the key word you used was persevere, right? Yeah. So originally we were approached for this project in 2019. At least that's when I signed my agreement, was in 2019, to have an amazing project of women CEOs and really talking about technology, which is something that you don't really hear a lot of women CEOs talking about. So the project was all about technology and helping people to use specific technology tools. Really great topic. We were all on board and loved it. But unfortunately, the original publisher and the original project lead, things happened, life has ups and downs and obstacles and things. And the project was delayed, and it was continuously delayed. It was delayed year after year after year, right? Because we're in 2023 and this was in 2019. So, to be open, honest, and vulnerable, it was disappointing, right? We all had our heart and hopes up for this project and everything that it can do in the world and the message that we all wanted to share. But the project kept stopping and stalling every minute. Yeah. So Carol, I'll give all credit to Carol. Look, I think Carol and Lori, I will mention.
Yeah, Lori, definitely.
Said, look, we can still do this project, even though the original publisher is no longer around after we paid for the project. And we already put our content together. So let's just repurpose. And I think that's a big lesson for all of us as entrepreneurs and business owners, is sometimes we're required to repurpose things. We started, we stalled, we stopped, but it's like, okay, let's pick that thing back up. What do we already have in our hand? A lot of time God says, what do you already have in your hand? What projects do you already have in your hand that you haven't finished? So Carol and Lori said, we can do this. We can come together. Carol has amazing publishing skills and has published many books since 2019. And we know she has the skill set and ability to do it. So we all agreed. I think majority of us, how many from the original project agreed to continue? Do you remember, Carol?
Well, it's all 7 of us, the 6 people, the five authors that I brought in, plus myself, and then Tina was from the other project. But I really didn't reach out to anyone else because they were friends with the previous person, and I
Publisher.
didn't know how, getting that sticky stuff. I just got into people that had reached out to me that I knew were willing to go forward. And we have had a great time getting this thing together. I mean, people have turned their stuff in. Everybody's good. Everybody's moving forward. And I know y'all. So I didn't know the other people, and I didn't know what was going on. So I'm like, lead them out to do their own project, or come to me and I'll do another one.
Exactly. So for a core group of us from the original project went on and agreed to continue. So that's why the word perseverance is really the word for this project. Persistence and perseverance, because we believe in the message. We believe in the importance of women, especially women leaders, CEOs of different companies, really embracing technology and not being afraid of it, and really even going in, leaning into tools to really take your business to the next level, to be honest. Those systems can really allow you to do that. Strategies are one thing, having a strategy in place, but do you have the system to support the strategy? And a lot of times technology will allow you to do that.
Exactly. I want to let everyone know that, of course, my grass man is outside. So if y'all hear this, it's that. So I'm going to try to mute myself.
It's very faint. I don't really hear anything.
Okay, good. When he comes close and I'm not talking, I'm going to mute myself. So Nadine, how do you feel about this project?
This project, is amazing. It's amazing, number one, because Carol's the lead. So she's done an awesome job in getting all the information together, formatting the book, designing the cover of the book. So this project is amazing. She thinks like a CEO. I think that's the beginning of everything, is how you think, right?
Yeah.
So just the title of the book alone, when we were behind the scenes deciding, okay, what's going to be the new title for this project? I'll be honest again, I wasn't totally on board. I have a habit of not being totally on board in the beginning with this She Thinks Like a CEO. But as the project went on, I was like, I kind of really like this title. I think it's appropriate and it fits. So She Thinks Like a CEO really is about women CEOs embracing technology and us really sharing our stories as CEOs in our business as to, the technologies that we've used and the technologies that has really helped us grow. So that really is, and also not even just the technologies, just also advice, what it takes to step out in faith and start your own business, and the ups and the downs. So the book doesn't just cover the technology piece, but it also covers our journeys, and it covers our advice, on if you're just starting your business, if you're established business owner, whatever stage you're in, there's some kind of tip, tool, technique to help you in the book.
That is so true. So what advice do you have for women CEOs in incorporating technology into their business, whether it's speedy as a rabbit or slow as a snail?
Okay, yeah. And I love that you use that analogy, because I think I'm on the side of slow as a snail, right? So I always say that Carol is a fast action taker. Like, she'll hear about a tool or something, she'll jump on it. It's like, girl, I started using it. And I'm like, really? I'm like, for real. And I'm the slow as a snail, and it's okay. It's okay to have both. You just have to embrace who you are as a person. I'm the slow as a snail person, and I'm slow as a snail because I have to make sure it's right for me. And a lot of times it's a process for me to do that. And I'll give you an example of slow as a snail process. Like many years, people were telling me I needed to be on Instagram. They were like, oh, it's the greatest platform. I'm always slow on getting on platforms, to be very honest. For someone in the marketing space, I'm really slow to be jumping on the new platforms. So people told me about Instagram for years. And I was like, I just did not feel led to be on that platform. Nothing in my spirit or soul said to be on that platform. So I ignored that platform for a while. In 2020, I heard clearly it's time to get on Instagram. I felt led. I felt prompted. I felt like it was now time. So to give you an example of how slow as a snail that I am, it took me years to get on Instagram just in 2020. And I don't feel the pressure. I guess I don't have that FOMO, fear of missing out. That is, to me, it's JOMO. It's joy of missing out. I'm okay with not being on TikTok. I'm okay on not being on the latest and greatest. I will confess I'm not using ChatGPT yet. I'm not on that AI bandwagon yet, and I'm okay with that. So for those of you that are watching or listening that don't necessarily embrace things immediately, it's totally okay. Be spirit-led as to when it's your time to embrace that tools, and don't feel pressured like everyone else is using it, I have to use it. No, you'll use it in the right time. But I will say, don't let fear be your resistance.
Right.
Don't let it be the reason why you're not using the tool is because you fear the tool. That is not a good reason not to use the tool. The reason should be that you don't feel led to use it at this time. But I would suggest if fear is in there, in the resistance, embrace the fear and do it anyways, right?
Yeah, definitely. Why not?
Don't let the fear stop you. So that would be my advice on technology, because it can be, a lot of people get overwhelmed when it comes to technology. So many people say, I'm not tech savvy, or I don't understand the tech piece. And, if you feel overwhelmed, you can also hire people like Carol that will really assist you in those areas, because technology is needed and necessary for running a business. Oh, so I'll continue.
He's right. He's right at this window.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna unmute and talk. Why don't you tell us about the gift that you have for everyone?
Yeah, definitely. So the gift that I have with the marketing agency, as I said, I help people to really be strategic, specific, and spirit-led. But one of the keys is really that planning piece, writing it down. Amazing things happen when you write it down. So my gift is to really teach you 2 powerful ways to market your business. So there are actually 2 powerful ways. And when you embrace those powerful ways, it makes a huge difference in your marketing effort. So my free gift to the audience is a download, which teaches you 2 powerful ways to market your business. And you can go to NadineMullings.com/power. NadineMullings.com/power, and just sign up for the download, and you'll get the download of how to powerfully market your business. Are you still having background noise?
He's around the house now, so y'all just gonna have to deal with this now.
I can talk some more, unless you have someone already in the studio lined up and you need me to talk. Happy to talk more.
It's good. So thank you so much, Nadine. I appreciate you as always. Y'all go there and get that link. But I'm also gonna have a sheet with all the giveaways and stuff on it.
Yeah.
So I'll put that link in the comments after we finish. I did figure out the dang giveaway thing, but I don't have enough people live on here right now to do it, because the same person would just win everything. So we don't want to do that, because I know some people are listening, they're not actually on here, but we're going to move forward. So thank you so much, Nadine.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, definitely. Congratulations. It's launch day. Yes, so much stuff. All right. I will talk to you soon.
Bye, everyone.
All right, everyone. So I'm trying to talk without the alarm guy. Y'all can hear it in the back. I apologize for that, but you know what you're going to do. So if you have been liking what you've heard, you've heard our 2 of the authors. The next one coming up is Selena. There's a link right there. Get your copy today. Go to csicorporation.com/SheThinks. You can see all the authors. You can see the sponsors. Thank you so much for all the sponsors who came into the book because they believed in it. And go and get your copy. So Selena, I'm going to bring you on right now. Hey, Selena, can you hear me?
Good morning.
Good morning. I'm so glad you could come on.
I can hear you.
Good. I'm so glad you could come on, really, because my heart and prayers go out to you for your family situation and what's going on. And I even messaged Selena. I was like, if you can come on, fine. If you can't, we totally understand. So you're here, and it's awesome, and it's lunch day. What? I love it. So I want to tell everyone how I met Selena. It was in a Facebook group, because you were looking for someone to help you with the website and stuff that you have now, the whole system that you have. And we talked for a bit, and I said, I really can't do this. It's just that at that point it was above me. It's not above me now, but it was above me then, and I wasn't afraid to admit it. And I was like, I hope you can get some stuff done, because it was a pretty complicated thing that you were trying to do with that system. Girl, she went out and did it. That's what CEOs do. They go out and do it. They get it done. And then she came back and she said, Carol, I need to get this thing rolling. We need to market it. We need to put it out there. And so we've been kind of working together ever since. So that was a few years ago. And then you came into the book, the other project that did not go. So we've known each other all this time. And now Selena and I have worked together. We're doing a summit together. And she herself has a book coming out. I'm so happy about that, and some other things that we got going. So I'm so proud of you, Selena. Just that reach out, that one reach out has led to all of this, right?
It has. And I'm so, when I reflect back on it, I said, wow, I'm so thankful how God allows us to make connections. And you just never know. It started out with hey, I'm trying to do this. Can you help? Can you give me a quote? And
Right.
wow, it's morphed into a wonderful relationship. And you absolutely are my marketing coach. I tell people you are my marketing coach. So, and everything you do brings value. And it started with the first project that we talked about, but
Right.
really our first time like really working together was with the past iteration of this book. Because you knew about my technology project and you thought, Selena might be a good co-author, for this project.
Right.
So that was our first time being on the same team.
Yes. So speaking of that, how did that whole thing affect you, that project, and when it didn't come off, and how have you persevered through all of that?
Well, I was on the project at your invitation, so I had no prior experience with that publisher. I did not know any of the other co-authors. I was really there at your invitation. And so it was kind of, it was difficult because the organization wasn't great on some points. I kind of would get on the calls, and it was a great project. Let me not put any shade out there, but my experience was, for having done it the first time, I knew very little about any of the other authors or about any of the other technology. And so it just felt like we were in silos,
right,
doing our piece. And it's only when the book, the first iteration of the book came out, that I got to look at all those different amazing women CEOs and what they do. So thanks to you as we move forward, because you, and I don't know the other author's name, who kept the flame burning.
Lori.
Is it Lori?
Yeah, she's coming on. She'll be up here at 12:15, so you'll be able to see her even if you don't meet her.
Thanks to both of you keeping the flame going, we have this present amazing iteration of the book, where now I've gotten an opportunity to meet and grow somewhat with some of the authors. Nadine and I took on a project together that gave us an opportunity to work very closely together. Tina Bolden is another author that I have cultivated a business friendship with.
Awesome.
And you, of course. Yeah. So I think one of the hallmarks of a successful author collaboration is when the authors get to experience each other and know each other. And you mentioned in an earlier interview that women CEOs are often on their own out there, just trying to figure it out, trying to bootstrap it. In a collaboration such as what we have done gives us an opportunity to work together and to grow together and to be supportive of one another. And so, those are the big wins. So thank you for inviting me to be a part of this one. Because you kept it alive, and I really wanted to. I am still with the same technology that I was with when we first started. A little further along in the process. So to be able to, in 2023, have it show up front and center again, that's a privilege for
Yeah.
me. So
I'm
yeah,
glad you
we
stuck
persevered,
around.
and now we have a
Yeah.
bestseller.
Yeah. Yes, definitely, honey. I'm telling, and you actually are what, two-time or three-time bestseller, something like
Yes.
that. Because you were in another book
This
book
makes the
project.
this makes the yes, this makes the third, I believe.
Yay. Awesome.
Yay.
Yay for bestsellers,
And
because you can put that moniker and use it and stuff like that. So what do you think about this book? She Thinks Like a CEO. What do you think about this project?
I love it. I love it. It has a different energy.
Yeah.
It basically is truly I think the title resonates a lot with where we are as women CEOs.
Mm-hmm.
It's an identity we have to step into, right?
Right.
And so this book is going to free women up to do that. I mean, we all struggle with imposter syndrome
Right.
to varying degrees and at different points, but we're not immune from it.
Mhm.
But this tool is really going to help women to look at other women and say, they did it, they're doing it, and they are reachable. We
Right.
are reachable,
Mm-hmm.
and so we're going to be an inspiration, and we're going to be a support to the readers of the book, because they have a way to access us. So I'm
Exactly.
I'm happy about this project because you and Lori saw the core value of it, and that it would have been a disservice to let it go by the wayside.
Exactly.
So
Exactly. I'm so glad it's out there. I'm so glad we all collaborated on it. I'm so glad we brought this to fruition, because I do have to say that Lori, and she is here in the lobby. She's going to be coming on soon. She was the impetus about really pushing it forward, because she called me. She was like, Carol, what are we going to do about this book? And I'm like, well, I could do it. And she was like, really? I was like, yeah, I did all this stuff. And so we got it together. So I'm so happy about that. So Selena, what advice could you give women CEOs about technology and moving forward with it?
well, the best advice that I have at the moment, because we're all on a journey,
Mm-hmm.
is to find a way to embrace it. Really, some of us are not so technically inclined. It doesn't come natural. It doesn't feel good. But truly the best thing we can do is to keep an open heart and
Mm-hmm.
posture to it, because we need it to survive.
Right.
It's impossible to survive as a CEO and to grow a business. We want strong, sustainable, growing businesses, and we absolutely must leverage technology to accomplish that.
Okay.
And technology, even though I created an app, it's a marketplace. Technology is not a strength of mine. In
Mm-hmm.
fact, it's in my zone of incompetence. So
My
even
zone of
if
incompetence. Oh my goodness.
yes. So, well, we have a zone of incompetence, right? I'm not
Yes.
good at it, and I'm gonna suck at it. We have a zone of competence. I'm good at it,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't love it, but I can do it. And then you have your zone of excellence, which is probably what you've always been doing. You could do it in your sleep. It makes you money. Chances are it's what you're doing right now
Right.
to earn your bread and butter. And then there's your zone of genius. And
Mm-hmm.
that's where you should be. And that's where work is easy and money is easy. So when I look at that quadrant for Selena, technology is in the zone of incompetence. But you know what? I've learned that that's what you delegate out. That's what you
Yeah.
hire the Carol Dunlops of the world to make you look like a rock star,
Mm-hmm.
and you keep it moving, and it frees you up to do what you're good at. It frees you up to do what you love to do. So my advice is, you need technology. Accept that reality, embrace it, and if it's not your zone of genius or excellence, get you someone on your squad like Carol Dunlop, or another marketing, Nadine Mullins, or another marketing person who understands and knows how to use leverage technology to help you grow your business. So that's my advice.
Yes, definitely. I totally agree with that, especially about hiring Carol J. Dunlop. Yes, but Nadine Mullins as well. And really Selena as well, because your platform is just awesome about how you put authors who want to get stuff done together on your platform. So what's your freebie? I kind of think I could guess what it is. So what's your gift that you have for the people?
Well, my gift is that you can use the platform. There will be no transaction fee for a period of about 90 days to use the platform. And so basically, if you are an entrepreneur who wants to publish or an author or an aspiring author who want to publish, this platform allows you to connect with all of the freelancers, the creatives who provide your editing, narration, illustration, cover design, author website, all of the pieces of the marketing, all the pieces of the publishing puzzle. You get to hire those people on this platform. And so my freebie is I'm going to give you a period of transaction-free activity on the platform.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that. Thank you for hanging in there with me, for being an awesome client, for being an awesome student as well, and doing the stuff that you need to do to move your business forward. So I really appreciate it. I'm so excited about this launch today and all of us actually getting to kind of see each other again, meet each other and all that. It's amazing. Thank you so much, Selena. And like I say, my prayers are with you.
Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. Okay. Take care.
Right, bye-bye. All right, y'all, go get your book because we all got some great stuff in there. As we've said before, I didn't even say what I was talking about in the book. I'm talking about automation, which is the love of my life in marketing, about automation. So everybody else has been talking about some different things that can help you in technology in your business. So go grab the book. It's right down there at csicorporation.com/she thinks it's already a bestseller, but we want to get to #1. So y'all can help us do that today. Get us to #1. Right now, I'm going to bring on Renee Coakley. Here she comes. Hey, Renee, that thing is moving so fast today. I'm telling you, it is fast as lightning. I just hit the button and boom, there you go.
How are you doing today?
I am doing awesome, and you look so beautiful. Look at that hair. Oh my gosh,
Thank
it's so
you. Thank you.
awesome. So I know you've been having a lot of stuff going on in your life with these graduating people and all kind of stuff going on with your daughter, who looks fantastic and just like a princess. Just tell her I said that. She's like a princess.
I definitely will. She
So
is
happy for her.
She's just
Yeah,
started
definitely.
college this year, and she is excited.
Mhm.
But of course, it's been challenging also. So
Oh yeah, it's always challenging. We're the kind of women who don't shy away from challenges, and we breed these women and men who don't shy away from challenges. So it's awesome all the way around, right?
it's true. That is true. I tell them do it scared. I'm like, mommy and daddy does it scared every day. Do it scared.
Exactly. Now you and I met, and we didn't know we met at a Lamar Tyler event, and I think it was 2017. Y'all were there, I was there, and I saw you and Cal, your husband, get up on the stage, and y'all were talking and all that, but y'all didn't know who I was, and I didn't know what y'all did, and I found out a lot of stuff about you. But afterwards, because I'm just like this, I reached out to you, and I don't even know what I reached out to you for.
I know exactly what happened. I can tell you.
Okay.
So I was scrolling on Facebook one day.
Oh, that's right.
Yes, because I thought it was, I was scrolling on Facebook, and we were just kind of trying to figure out, like, what are we going to do? We need to market. How can we market? And I saw you doing a Facebook Live.
Right.
And you said, I'm looking for people to be on my podcast. If you want to be on my podcast, then comment. And I was like, I want to be on your podcast. And then you reached out to me. So I think that is such an awesome story, because a lot of times people are afraid to hop on Facebook Live, or they're afraid to do the videos. And if you never did that video, we would have never connected.
That is so true. I remember doing that video. I remember you coming on, and you said, I want to be on the podcast, and I reached out
Mhm.
right away. We did an excellent podcast
Yes.
with you and Cal, and y'all have been in so many of the things. You did a couple of summits with me, did some training, my inner circle stuff. You were in the inner circle. I mean, it's just amazing. So y'all don't sleep on Facebook Lives. Don't sleep on
Yeah.
Facebook groups. Don't sleep on social media at all, just like this StreamYard thing, because this has made it possible for me to get in front of the people who want to work with me. Didn't you just hear? She was like, what are we going to do with marketing? Oh, there's a person right there. Let me talk to her.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
is wonderful. So, Renee, tell us about what, you know, your company and what you do and all that good stuff.
Wow. Okay. Well, first of all, my husband and I work together, which is challenging enough already. But
I know.
we, of course, run an insurance agency. And then we also decided to start a new company, which was the Closing Academy, where we believe sales is a teachable skill, where we teach people how to sell. So, if we're not working on one of the other businesses, we're working on the other. So we are constantly staying busy. But we love what we do. We love selling insurance, educating families on the importance of life insurance. We also enjoy teaching agents and other salespeople how to sell. So,
yeah. And y'all do that really well. Really well.
You know, we try and make it easy.
Yeah, you teach the basics. And you gotta, because sales is not hard. It's just scary for a lot of people because they think I couldn't do that. I can't sell. But when you think about it, you're not really selling. You're having a conversation, you're giving them information, and you're helping steer them in the direction that you want them to go. They don't want to go that way. Let them go. Bye. See you later. But the ones who do, it's like, yay.
Yeah.
All right, now, Renee, I know you and I talk all the time on the phone. We had some boohoo times as well. So how have you persevered through this whole thing with this magic knowledge, blah, 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 blah?
So, of course, the whole reason why I joined was because you were attached to this project.
Yeah, no.
I'm serious. So every time we have done something to get together, it has always been successful. And of course, you called me up and you're like, hey, do you want to do this? And I was like, oh, of course I do.
Right.
To be attached to you and all the amazing women that are on this. So we were a little disappointed, but let me really be honest. The best part about this was that I've been able to get several best-selling books out of this because of being connected with you. So as you were going through and perfecting the process, I got to go along for the ride and get the accolades along with it.
Exactly. And now you and your husband both are bestsellers because he came in another book that I did with my daughter. And you were like, I want him to get the bestseller as well. So it's amazing. A whole family of bestsellers, right?
Definitely. And then we also have the sales planner too. So I think this process has taught us a lot, meaning that, you know, if I would have never stepped out and said yes, then I wouldn't have learned the things that I needed in order to publish the books or, you know, even just collaborate with you on the books that you were publishing. So it has definitely been, it turned into something positive.
True.
It turned into something positive. So was I happy that things didn't really pan out originally? No, but in the process, I learned a whole lot. So it was money well spent.
Yes. In the end. And that's why we needed to get this book out there, because people need to see the information. They need to see the people who are doing it, and they need to know that they can do it. It is amazing. So what are your thoughts about this project? She Thinks Like a CEO.
Of course, I'm excited about this project. I'm excited about this one because I remember just being a baby entrepreneur and not knowing how to get the graphics that I need or do the things that I needed to get done in the business. And it was just, for me, it felt great being able to give back, telling people, you know, hey, this is how I did it. This is what I did. This was the process. It's not as hard as you think. Right. So my chapter, of course, is about using Canva to get bite-sized pieces of information out there to everyone. And I remember feeling like for everything that I put out there, I needed to have a graphic artist or pay a graphic artist in order to do this. So this made my process and helped our marketing a lot.
Definitely. You know, I have to tell everybody something so funny about Canva. When it first came out, I was like, I don't need Canva. I'm a graphic designer. Why do I need Canva? Everybody's like, you need to go to Canva. I was like, no, I don't.
Mm-hmm.
But I was so wrong. Because even though I'm an amazing graphic artist,
You are.
I do say so myself,
Yeah.
Canva has helped me to do it quicker, easier. I have standard stuff that I use, like for my blog posts and stuff. I use those images. It helps me to do, and Canva has AI in it now, that Magic Write and all that. Although I don't use that, I use ChatGPT more. But I did something on Canva the other day that I hadn't done before, and that was text to image. And that thing was amazing. Amazing.
Wow.
Yeah,
See?
text
I like that
image,
you can put your brand colors right in there, so you're not
the
always
brand
searching.
colors, the
Yeah.
fonts, anything you
Yeah.
want. This stuff is all ready to go. I totally love it. So, Renee, what kind of advice do you have for women CEOs in embracing technology or even using it?
I'm not gonna lie. When I first started, I was afraid. I was afraid to be on camera. I was afraid to post things. And that really is my truth. I was just like, what if no one likes it? What if
Mhm.
no one reads what I put out there? But what I realized is that you do have to go out there and you have to put yourself out there. So stepping
Yep.
out there and taking the chance and using the technology. Even with my kids, like I tell them, technology is there for you to use it.
Yeah.
So use it. If
Mhm.
there are resources out there that you can use by either using a Canva or the AI that's out there, use it. Use it
Yeah.
in order to help you, make it work for you. It's
Exactly.
work smarter instead of harder.
Exactly, which was the impetus for the very beginning Tech Magic book that we did, stop that hustle and grind and, do that. And
Yeah.
that was totally hustle and grind, trying to even get the thing done. But then we switched over to
was.
this, and now it's easy peasy.
Yeah. Yeah. So take a chance on yourself. Go ahead and use the technology. It might be a learning curve at first, but once
Mhm.
you start to use it, you get to actually you'll learn it. It's
Yeah.
not as hard as it seems.
You're exactly correct, because I felt that same way about Canva when I first went to it. But then I just poked around. I am a proponent of using the knowledge base that the companies have, the tutorials, the videos, whatever, because it's better sometimes than asking one of those tech reps to help you out, because sometimes they don't even know what they're doing. But if I can get in there and look at videos and stuff, I can usually figure out technology. I really can.
Yeah.
So what have you got for our people? I know yours is going to be it's a gift, but
Yeah.
we're drawing for this gift. Just to let everybody know, because you're not giving away 20,000 of these. Oh, do you have one? Do you have one with you? Because if not, I have one. Yeah, there you go. I have mine.
Sales projection flashcards.
Yes.
So, of course, people are always asking, how do you sell? How do you know what to say? When do you say it? The sales objection flashcards has allowed us to be able to put some of the most used objections that are out there, where actually what you do is you go ahead and you just go through it and you practice. And like we tell our kids and even our agents, practice makes permanent. So you're not always, yeah, it won't be perfect, but it'll be permanent. So once you start to practice, then you'll know exactly what to say and when to say it. So we have the sales objection flashcards that we are giving away today. And these are available on Amazon also, just like our book.
Yes, just like your stuff. It's good. And those flashcards are amazing, because I've been in sales for years. Let me just tell you, 4 years. I used to be a sales director for LA Fitness. I worked for Mademoiselle. That was my fitness life. It's all about something fitness. Yeah, and I was getting people in right and left. I know all the sales tricks and all that stuff. But y'all make it so easy to understand. This is the objection. Flip it over. This is what you say. And if you do that, you don't stop things. You start things to keep going. Because sometimes people just need a question. A no is not a no until they maybe get up and walk away. Like, no, I don't want this. No. Until you hear that no, it ain't a no. I'm sorry.
A lot of times the no is just you not answering the questions that they have. So,
right.
It's about probing and making sure that you know exactly what their objections are and being able to address them.
Exactly. So Thank you so much, Renee, for hanging in there for one, for being team awesome, and for being in this book, because it's going to help a lot of people. And I see that Barbara Gentry said that she purchased the book. Awesome. Because like I said, we already hit bestseller in 3 days of posting up there, not doing one lick of promotion. We hit bestseller. Now we're going for number one. Yay. Let's do it. Let's do it. Thank you so much, Renee. I appreciate you so much. I love you so much. And I'll be talking to you soon, okay?
All right. Thanks. Bye-bye.
All right. Okay, so Lori A. Mans is coming up next, my cohort in this whole thing, the one that got me and said, Carol, we got to do something. So if y'all want to get your own copy of the book, look on the link below, go ahead and get that book and start doing the things that are in there, because the stuff is amazing. Lori, how you doing?
I am excellent, Carol. How are you?
I am awesome. We did it, girl. We did it. We did it.
Happy Love Day. Happy Love Day.
Yes, that's all I can say, because I want to thank you. First of all, I want to thank you for just pushing me and just making me think outside the book. Like, yeah, I can do this. We were trying to give her the previous publisher so many chances, and they fell down on each time. But we put that out of the way, and now we got this awesome book out there, right?
Yeah.
There we go.
Well, you know what? Let's just focus on this project. It is amazing. And I'm so excited about She Thinks Like a CEO, because technology is a project that a lot of women entrepreneurs are intimidated by. And we have just broken it down on, simple layman's terms of things that you can do to help you push your business forward when it comes to technology. And I'm super excited, Carol. I'm just excited.
I am too. Lori, now I've gone through this with everyone. Hold on one second. I need to put myself back up there. In talking about how we met, I don't remember exactly how we met. It just seemed like we've always known each other, but I'm thinking that we met in Rhonda Hudgens' group, maybe. I can't remember. Exactly.
You're going back like 10 years, and I don't know.
I don't know either, but I know I was in your book. I have been on several, guested with you several times. You've guested on some stuff of mine several times. So we've been in this for a minute. So it was great. You know, you came up in my head when I was like, who can I get to invite to this thing? And I invited you, not to this, the other book. I invited you, you came in, you were going along with all the other stuff. And then you said, bump all that, Carol. Let's just do our own thing. I was like, well, I could do the book. And you were like, yeah. So
absolutely.
Yes. Yeah. So now we got this thing going. So tell us how we know how you feel about the other one. We're not going to talk about that, but I want you to tell us what you think about She Thinks, your feelings about this project and how it's moving forward here.
Well, the She Thinks Like a CEO book is, to me, an incredible title. Even I'm so glad we came up with that title, because a lot of women entrepreneurs who are solo entrepreneurs or micro business owners may not consider themselves a CEO. And I really want women entrepreneurs, especially, to get in the mindset of thinking like a CEO, to that has a profitable business. And when you get in the mindset of thinking like a CEO, then you can start operating like one. And so when we are doing business in today's world, we're in 2023, 4 months are left in this year. This is the digital age, right? This is the age where you have to be online. This is the age where you have to be on social media. Right. This is the age where you have to use technology. So I feel like it's really a very fitting topic to have a book about using technology and leveraging technology as women leaders to grow our businesses, because I can just speak from personal experience. Technology has helped me grow my business. Video technology, which is what I'm talking about in this book, has helped me tremendously to grow my business. When it was, me getting online, sharing videos
Right.
of, about marketing, sharing videos about sales, sharing videos about branding, all the areas where I'm an expert. It was those videos that people started to see me online and just respond and say, hey, how are you doing that? How are you getting this done? How are you attracting clients with your, content? And I'm like, you know what? I just, think about what I'm going to say before I say it. I think about the problems that my prospects have and my dream clients that I would love to work with. What are they
Right.
dealing with? And I'll cut a video about it. And so it started to work. And I'm just super ecstatic that we are tackling this topic at this time in history and all of our entrepreneurial journey, to release something that I feel like is really going to help women entrepreneurs, especially, get to that next level.
Exactly. Because we have to be the examples for people. I mean, we've chosen to be the examples. We do stuff. So why not teach others and help them as well? Because I think there's plenty of stuff out there for everyone, no matter what. Like you, me, and Nadine are all in marketing, but we don't market the same way. We don't have the same audience, but there are similarities. So I want everyone to know you don't have to compete with people. You just collaborate with them. You don't do the same thing that they do. So what?
Absolutely. And you know what? If there is ever any overlap, it is quite all right, because guess what? You're going to approach marketing from a different standpoint than I would. And we have different backgrounds. And so, as a marketer, my company is Quality Media Consultant Group. And I'm a business coach, and I refer to myself as a trailblazing business coach.
Yes.
And I specialize in teaching entrepreneurs branding, marketing, and sales strategies to help them grow their business. And
Right.
I like to talk about those three because they all go together. You first have to have a winning and brilliant brand, and then you have to learn how to market yourself. And of course, you have to learn how to sell. And when you think about where you're going to do that, then of course, you got to pick the right medium to promote yourself and connect with your ideal clients. So as a marketer and someone who spent 20 plus years in corporate America selling, I sold radio advertising for almost 20 years and sold to Fortune 500 companies. And so I realized that a lot of women entrepreneurs, when I started working as a business owner, we have this whole thing of, we don't like to think of ourselves as salespeople. We have this thing where we don't want to put our brands out there. We don't want to put our face out there. I actually had one of my clients say, oh, I don't want to show my face on video. And I'm like, well, why not? Because when they come to your website, they're going to see your face anyway. They need to see who's behind this brand. And that's just a very important thing. So I just really am excited about this project. And I think it's really going to help people.
I think so too. I love it. And I see Sierra. I see you, girl. Thanks for coming in. Her last comment: everyone has something different to add to the field. Collaboration is important, not being intimidated to learn from one another. That's what we're doing here in this project, even before, and how we've stuck together on this. We are not intimidated by each other at all. I think all of us together makes each one of us individually stronger. I do. That's what I say.
Yeah. We're definitely stronger together because, we all have a different way that we approach business, and we all have different strengths, right? And even though I know marketing, I am not somebody that's trying to help anybody with a website. I can help you write the copy on the website because I know messaging, I know communication. And I actually do that for some of my clients, but you build the websites, how to market authors, and, just everybody has a niche, and we are all stronger together because, where you may come up short, I will come and lift you up. Where I come up short, you come and lift me up. And so it's a beautiful thing when you collaborate with other women in business who, you know, may have some similarity with you, but together we're just stronger, and we are trailblazers when it comes
We
to
are.
putting us all in the same group. You know, put us all together, then you can definitely have everything you need when it comes to learning how to operate a profitable business, when you come together with all of our different strengths.
That is so true. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what you're talking about in your chapter? Because I think that is, I mean, you went back and you had to revise it, of course, from 5 years ago, but still stayed kind of on the same track. So what are you talking about in your chapter?
In my chapter, I'm talking about how video technology has been a game changer for me and my business, and how any woman or anybody really, men too, could utilize video technology to grow their businesses. Whether you add video to your website, whether you put up a YouTube channel, whether you do a VMO, whatever it is that you do, you have to incorporate video into your marketing strategy. Because as a marketer, I can tell you, video is going to speed up that know, like, and trust factor with you and your target audience. Video allows people to get an idea of your personality. It allows people to get an idea of your expertise. And it just helps people to feel like they know you. And when you actually share something on video, people, I can't tell you how many people have said to me, oh, you know, I've been following your YouTube channel for umpteen years. I'm like, oh, wow, really? And, you know, my YouTube channel, I used to be a lot more diligent about it, and I need to really get back. But it really was a thing that helped me decide that I was going to do sponsorship training. Well, because as a sponsor expert, that was not something I felt like people wanted to know about. But when I decided to put up a YouTube video on my YouTube channel about what sponsors would want from you and why you need to get sponsors, it's the biggest most watched video that I've ever had. Like 17,000 people have watched that video. And that's not necessarily viral, but for me, it was. And so
definitely,
I was like, wait a minute, what? People want to know about sponsorship? So I said, okay, great. I'll start doing some events or some webinars. And then I started doing a webinar, and then it turned into a sponsorship workshop. And then I turned into a sponsorship, what I call Sponsorship Sales Secrets Live. And I've been doing that for several years. You actually came one year.
I did. It was fabulous. It was fabulous. It taught me so much stuff. Yeah, so much stuff about sponsorship. And I had been to a couple of different things that people were talking about sponsorship, but sometimes, you know, you just resonate with a certain person or what they say, and you made it seem so very easy. So that you were the reason that I was able to get sponsors for my Unmarket Your Business podcast, because I leaned on that stuff. My the thing that you handed out, I was going through that and doing that, and just getting sponsorship for my launch, for the first book and stuff. Girl, you were all over that. So if I hadn't gone, I wouldn't have been able to get the sponsors that I did. It was great. And I mean, I still use all that information. If I were to show you, I still have your package. I still have the stuff. I go through and I read it. I look at it. I underline it, because even in these years since I've taken it, the stuff really hasn't changed. I mean, the way you do it has probably changed, but the real stuff in the basics has not changed. And I think that's what we're addressing in the book. The basics haven't changed. It's just the way you carry it out, or way you do it, or whatever. But the basics haven't changed of what we're doing. All right. So, Lori. Now, what is your?
That was.
We might have a little delay here, so if I'm stepping on you, don't forgive me about it, because I can't tell. But I wanted to ask you this: what is your advice for women CEOs in utilizing technology?
The advice that I have for women CEOs utilizing technology is to prioritize your usage of technology based upon your goals. And when you think about how you want to grow your business and what your goals are for each quarter, each year, then think about how technology can help you with that. And technology and implementing systems for what you do can help you from the standpoint of just making things easier. So I would say, first of all, think about what your goals are for your business. And then when you think about your goals, for example, if you say, I want to increase my revenue from, you know, 250,000 to, let's just say, 500,000. Well, that's a $250,000 leap that you want to make. And so what you have to decide is, how am I going to do that? And thinking about technology, how can technology help me to do that? So we have so many different options. So if you want to increase your revenue, you got to think about, okay, how many clients does that mean I have to get? And what's the best way for me to go about getting them? And so technology, the technology piece could be, okay, well, you need to start implementing a video strategy to get out there on social media. A technology piece could be that you need to, get a new CRM. A technology piece could be that you need to understand how to create workflows and automation so that you can attract those people coming to your website with a lead magnet. Technology is so broad and it's so vast, it could mean a lot of different things based on what your goals are. And so just think about, where are you trying to be in the next 12 months, in the next 3 years, and then reverse engineer how technology can help you. Because now we have artificial intelligence and people are saying, oh, ChatGPT is going to replace people. No, it's not, but it's going to help you. It's going to help you if you learn how to use it in a wise way. And so I even talk a little bit about that in the book, so you just got to make sure that you are leveraging, like the book says, leveraging technology to your advantage based upon where you're trying to go in your specific career and in your business.
I couldn't have said it any better, because every piece of technology isn't for everyone or every business owner or every CEO, but there is technology out there that you will need, that you will want. Like, for instance, and then this is not in my chapter, but this is just a general thing about technology, because I do a lot of video. I love editing video. I love creating video. I'm really doubling down on my YouTube channel to get videos up, just like what you were saying about helping out my people and answering those questions that they have.
Yes.
I feel like that video can do it so much easier, especially you do a tutorial, you have that over the shoulder thing where they can watch it and follow along with you. So it's all about really thinking about your audience and how you can help them to be better. And that's what we're doing with the book, because we tackle so many different things, so many different areas that people are kind of thinking about, but not really. Like Canva, for instance. Everybody probably knows about Canva, but how do you really use it? And then your chapter about video. When you talk about video marketing, some people are like, oh my God, I can't do video. I can't show my face. What are you talking about? I don't like my accent. I don't like how I talk. You just got to get over that stuff. Because if I were to, I can listen back to my video right now, and I'm sure you do too. And you may say, oh, I didn't like that, or I didn't like the way I said that. But ain't nobody looking at that stuff. They're looking for the information.
Right. They're looking for the information. And a lot of times we judge ourselves more harshly than necessary. And let's just be honest. Yes, people are going to judge you if you show up and you show your face on video, but that's human nature. You can't care about that. You just have to do the best that you can do and focus on the progress that you're making and not trying to make everything perfect. Because I look back at some of my early videos and I'm like, oh my God, really, Lori? But the bottom line is, hey, it was about the information. And even now, I will cut a video on my phone in a minute and don't edit it if I don't have the time to do it. But I try to get, my videos edited so they can look a little bit more polished. But the bottom line is, I am putting out valuable information. And if you
Right.
take the information and you're not as concerned with how pretty it looks, then it will help you. And so,
Yeah.
there are also explainer videos out there where you don't have to be on camera. You can
Right.
actually hire somebody to do the voiceover for you if you don't want the information, to come from your voice. There are people who, specialize in voiceover talent. So there's so many ways to utilize and leverage video to help you grow your business, as well as technology, period. And I'm just a proponent of trying something different, because you never know if it's for you or if it's something that you will actually like and it'll work for your business unless you try it.
Exactly. You don't know. You don't know until you do it. And I do have a word of caution for everyone who's like, I'm ready to jump on this bandwagon. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Slow your roll. Slow your roll. They have to do like you said. Think about what you want, what's going to be the best vehicle for you to take. And then also think about how long is it going to take you to learn this? Are you better off hiring somebody to do this? Or are you better off just putting this in the back burner for a minute and doing something else, or just slowly learning it like snail's pace, like Nadine and I were talking about? But however you do it, it doesn't matter. Just do it. Just take action. Don't sit there. And I myself do not like it when people are like, oh, I can't do that. I don't know how to do that. I wish I could do that. Look at this person right there. They're doing all that stuff. Stop looking at other people. Look at yourself. You can't compare your journey that is just starting to someone who's been doing it for years or months or weeks or whatever. But you can do it. You can do it, y'all. Come on now. We did it. We did this. If we had said 5 years ago that we weren't going to publish this book, this iteration of that book, until 2023, all of us would have been like, you crazy. You crazy. What? But we did. We have persevered. We have done it. It's here and it's out there for the world to see. And Lori, I sincerely want to thank you, like I said, for pushing me, for coming up with the ideas, for being there, because we ain't finished yet, y'all. This is just the launch of the Kindle version. We still have the paperback. And we still have all our wonderful sponsors who are looking for their version, looking for their paperback copy. So we got to get that done in about 2 weeks. And, y'all can have this. But for right now, we have the Kindle. Y'all can get it. Help us get to #1 in Amazon, because we already hit bestseller. We're trying to get to #1. So go ahead and look at that link down there and click it and go ahead and get your copy. All right. One last thing, Lori. So what is your giveaway that you have for everyone today?
Well, like I said before, as a trailblazing business coach, I often work with women entrepreneurs to help them increase their income, influence, and impact in the marketplace. And what that looks like for most women is, first of all, developing a brilliant brand, and then developing a magnetic marketing plan, and then a soulful sales strategy. That's the trajectory that I put my clients on.
Yay.
And so as we are starting out, I want to show you how you can develop that brilliant brand if you haven't already. And so even if you feel like you have an established brand, you can always improve your branding, improve your brand strategy, and show people just what the brand essence of your business is and what you have to offer. And so my gift today is the Brilliant Brand Blueprint, actually ebook that shows entrepreneurs how to brand themselves successfully. And if you have left anything out when it comes to putting your brand messaging out there, this ebook will help you with that. And then once you look at it and develop some ideas around your brand strategy and how you can continue to put your best foot forward when it comes to promoting your brand, because before you ever market yourself, you have to make sure you have a solid and a brilliant brand. And there's always tweaking that has to happen, because we do rebrands, of course, and we do different things when we're trying to develop our niche in whatever industry we're in. So before you sell hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars, you got to make sure you have that solid brand, and that that piece first. and then get out there, market it, and sell it. So my gift is the Brilliant Branding Blueprint, and I am happy to offer that. And you already have the link. So it is qualitymediaconsultants.com, and we can put it in the chat as well.
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a like a list of everybody who's giving away stuff, and then we'll send that out, because I want to make sure that the people who are on here earlier actually get a chance to get it. And then I have one question to ask all of you, like, is it just a one-time thing, or is it many that we're giving away? So I want to make sure I do that, and not like Renee, for instance, she had the closing cards, which are totally awesome, but she's only giving one of those away. She's not giving away thousands. So I want to make sure that so we're going to do that. So Lori, thank you so much again. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for being on StreamYard, because I'm just going to say this right now. Lori's like, I don't know about that StreamYard. I had problems, everyone I've been on with. I was like, we're not putting that into the atmosphere. This is going to be wonderful. And look how awesome it has turned out.
It is awesome. It has been amazing. So thank you, Carol, for spearheading this project. Thank you for all the hard work you've done. Thank you to everyone who has bought a book so far. Thank you to my sponsors who have come in on this book to support me. Shout out to all of you. You are appreciated, and we will get your hard paperback copies. What is this? September is just tomorrow, right? So
yes, you'll have them in about 2 weeks. And we have something special for the sponsors. A couple of them are on here. Julie, Sierra. I can't see right now, but a couple of them are on here. And the special
I saw
thing,
Brenda. Shout out to.
Yes, she was on here earlier.
One of my sponsors.
Definitely.
Yeah. So thank you guys to all of the sponsors. This has been amazing. And Carol, this is awesome. So everybody go buy the book.
Yes, go buy that book. We got to get number one. We're hitting number one today. I am speaking it into existence right now. And even if you have bought one already, you can buy 2 or 3. It's only $2.99. Buy it for a friend. I'm telling you, we're going to get to number one today on that thing. And how Amazon works, even if you buy a book right now, right away, it takes a little bit for the algorithm to catch up. So I will be letting y'all know. I'll just post on this stream, when we hit, because it's coming. It's coming. I'm telling you, it's coming. Thank you so much, Lori. You have a great one, and we expect more awesomeness, because I got some plans. God has given me some downloads for this book and moving forward. So hopefully we'll all, y'all will know. Y'all will know. Okay.
Absolutely. Thank you, Carol.
All right. Thanks. Bye now. All right, y'all. That was fun. I'm so glad. Thank you, Jesus. That has gone well. I haven't had any hiccups. I'm going to knock on wood, because something can always happen sometimes. But I wanted to say thank you to the sponsors, to all of the sponsors who look to us and say, I want to get in, be a part of this. You're going to get something special, because we got a free ebook for you, and we're going to be sending it out as our token of appreciation for you even before. So you don't have to buy the Kindle just for you. So, and you're still getting the paperback version. We're going to send you a little free PDF version of the book so you can see what it looks like. And please go ahead and, if you want to buy more than one, I'm not stopping you at all. So my last author, I think, is having some issues. I have not heard anything, but she's on California time as well, but she would be up by now. But something's going on. Tina Bolin, I don't know, for some reason she wasn't able to come today. Her chapter is talking about the Mile IQ app, which is free and you can download it. And I know we're not traveling as much as we used to, back and forth to events and stuff like that, but we're starting to. So it helps you to actually keep track of your mileage, so that, and it gives you, she could tell you much better. And if you read the chapter, it will tell you. But Mile IQ is the app that she's talking about. She gives a total detail of how to break it down and how to use it, how to give it to your tax accountant or whatever, so that you're not in trouble with the IRS. None of us want to be in trouble with the IRS. We don't even want them to know our name, really. But in this few minutes that we have left, I wanted to tell you a little bit about what my chapter is about. And my chapter is about automation. That is my thing, automation. I love to save time, and I hate to give away time. So automation helps you to save time in all areas of your life, but especially when you're marketing. The CRM that I use is ActiveCampaign. I love it, love it, love it. There are others out there that do similar stuff. There's ClickFunnels, there's ConvertKit, there's Entreport, there's Confusionsoft, which is now Keep. It's really called Infusionsoft, but it's now Keep and all that. But I like ActiveCampaign. The number one reason I like ActiveCampaign is because it's very affordable. I think if you have 500 contacts, you can get in for about $15 a month, and it does all these automations. Let me give you a scenario. So you are asleep in your bed, 2 a.m. in the morning, right? Someone comes to your website, they see your lead magnet, and they go, oh my God, where have you been all my life? I need this lead magnet right now. So what do? Well, they just click a button, put their name, information in, give you their email, and then through the magic of automation, they get the lead magnet that they've been wanting. Do you have to send it to them? No, you don't, because you sleep, right? Do you have to say anything to them? No, you don't, because you sleep. But when you wake up in the morning, you will see that someone has opted into your list. The other thing that ActiveCampaign does, which is the main reason why I switched to it from MailChimp, their competitor, was if you are trying to sell something in an automation or a sales funnel, and you say, hey, buy this thing, and that person actually does buy it, you don't want to keep telling them, buy this thing, and sending them all these emails, do you? Well, ActiveCampaign, you can use a tag that will take, once they buy, it can take them off of the list, put them on another list if you want, or put them somewhere else so that they're not getting any of these buying emails anymore. I have so many automations running that once I set it up, things just take off and go. The welcome email automatically goes out because I'm asleep. I ain't got time to be up in 2 o'clock in the morning looking at my website. Who subscribed? What do I need to do? I love to wake up to, I used to call it PayPal Bling, but I don't really use PayPal that much. I use some other, I use Wave apps, which is really good. I could have talked about that in the book, but that is awesome as well, right? To help you get paid. Who doesn't want to get paid? So I like waking up to some money, right? And a lot of times the people who are paying me, hey, I didn't even talk to them. I didn't say anything to them. I did it through the automation that I set up in ActiveCampaign. That's why I love it. That's why I've used it for the last 5 years. And as a matter of fact, they just contacted me yesterday and said, Carol, would you like to talk about ActiveCampaign? We'll put it on our LinkedIn, and we're going to push it out to everybody so that they can comment. And I was like, hey, yeah, I'm getting on there right now. Post on LinkedIn. So I want you to know that all of these things, all of these pieces that these CEOs, and we're all CEOs, have talked about in their chapters is amazing. You get to find out about Canva. You get to find out about ActiveCampaign. You get to find out about how you can put systems in place. You get to find out about MileIQ, how you can track your mileage automatically. There's just so many things. Let's see what else we got. Alicia just told us she was going to change what she has. So if you buy the book right now, Alicia is talking about a system that she was using. Now she's going to change some stuff, but go ahead and get the book now so you can talk about it. She's going to update it a little bit later. You get privy to some juiciness on this podcast. On this session, I'm telling you. So all of us go through and tell you why we use this piece. Why did we think that this is a great thing to do? How we use it. And we all also talk about our struggles, because before I found ActiveCampaign and started using it, I struggled for people not to be bothered by, hey, buy this. And they would email me and say, Carol, I've already bought that. I don't need to buy it again. And that would make me feel so bad. So that helps a lot. And the main thing I want to get across now, let me look at this. I got something to look at really, really quick. Oh, right. Nadine is talking about scheduling systems. Yeah, you forgot to say it, but that's okay. We know you're awesome, Nadine. She's talking about scheduling systems. Yeah, I did say systems. I knew it was a system in there because Nadine is a system person. I'm telling you. When I talk to Nadine, I have to have my P's and Q's all together and stuff, because she will create a system for that and tell you this is how you do it. So that's how we work with each other. But I did want to say that one final thing about perseverance. All of us as CEOs, as women leaders, have persevered. We persevered through personal issues, through professional issues, through business stuff, through things that just came out of the blue. And we're like, how did this happen? And especially since I was really close to, oh, yes, definitely. Let me post this. I kind of upset with the other book that didn't go well. And I had talked to the publisher so many different times about what was going on, and nothing seemed to happen. But as I said, I'm so thankful to Lori and all the other co-authors who, when we said we're doing this, they came in, they did what they had to do, they got the stuff back together, and that made it so much easier for me to do my job. And that was to actually put the book together, design it, lay it out, get the right title, the right description, the right cover image, because all that really matters when you're publishing on Amazon, because they look for that. And it paid off because, like I said, we hit bestseller in 3 or 4 days. I can't even remember, 3 or 4 days. And we hadn't done any type of promotion. But now we're promoting. Now we're ready for you to buy. So click that link, buy that book, and get out there and be the woman CEO leader that you're supposed to do. And if there are men listening and you're not showing your face right now, that's fine. You're a CEO as well. See what the women are doing, right? And you can use that information, because this information is, it's not just for women. It's for all CEOs, the CEOs of our lives. So get out there, buy the book, help us get to number 1. That's our goal today, getting to number 1. I will definitely be posting and let you know about it. And I'm going to get out of here because I got a couple more minutes, and let me check one more time just to make sure she's not coming on, because I haven't heard anything. So I hope let's all just pray that everything's okay with Tina. And for some reason, she just missed this or something, because I know we were just talking yesterday. So I know something came up. So just pray for her and make sure everything's cool. I'm praying for everyone out there, of course, because we're in some crazy times right now and we got to stay strong. So go buy that book and help us to get to number 1. Number 1. We can do it. I know we can do it. And thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for being here, for sharing this broadcast, all of that. Mwah. Thank you so much. And we'll see you next time with the next book, because that's going to be soon. All right. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day. We'll see you next time.